In the Bakosi lands of Bangem, in a quiet village called Ekaku, lived a woman named Mungeh. She was gentle, graceful, and kind, yet she carried a burden. She was 35 years old and still unmarried. People mocked her everywhere she went. Children teased her with cruel songs. Women whispered behind her back. Even her own parents and younger siblings, Nanzi and Anyiki, both already married, they laughed whenever she passed. The shame became too heavy. Mungeh stopped leaving her home during the day. She hid indoors, watching life through cracks in the bamboo wall, wishing silently for her own happiness. But night was different. When the moon rose, she stepped outside. Darkness covered her like a friend. She breathed easier when no one could see her. One calm evening, she took a bucket and walked to Nyomwata, the river that twisted like silver through the forest. Crickets chirped, leaves rustled, and the moon shone on her path. When she dipped her bucket into the water, she froze. A strange bright light flickered beneath the surface, so bright she could hardly blink. The light swelled, rose upward, and burst out of the water in a swirl of silver mist. Before her eyes, the light shaped itself into a glowing figure, a radiant prince made of pure starlight. His voice rolled like wind through trees.
Mungeh of Ekaku,
Yes, Prince of the Stars?
I have seen your tears, I have heard your heart. Speak your deepest wish.
I want a good husband, a family of my own, and children to love.
The prince lifted his palm. A small stone, shaped like a braided thread, drifted into her hand.
At sunrise, voice your wish again, bury this stone and believe.
I will.
With a shimmer, the star prince dissolved back into the night. Ripples spread across Nyomwata, and the world fell silent. She went secretly to the empty village square. She dug a small hole in the ground. She whispered her deepest wish.
I want a good husband, a family of my own, and children.
She hurried back to her room, her heart racing with expectation. A week later in the morning, Ekaku buzzed with excitement. The chief announced his wealthy son, Nkwele, was choosing a bride, and every unmarried woman from 17 to 40 must appear at the village square. Young girls dressed in their finest, beads, wrappers, perfume, and bright smiles filled the air. Mungeh arrived quietly. No makeup, no jewels, just her simple dress and 2 rope slippers, standing in the back, half hoping no one noticed. One by one, the maidens paraded before Nkwele. He watched politely, yet chose none. The jester laughed and pointed.
Back there!
Mungeh stood frozen. Gasps and whispers
Isn't
rose.
that Mungeh? The old quack?
But Nkwele looked at her and saw what no one else did. Simplicity, strength, beauty that had waited for its season.
You, what is your name?
Mungeh.
Come stand beside me. Nkwele, is that your choice? Yes, Dad, I choose Mungeh. Nkwele has made his choice.
Ekaku erupted in joy. On the wedding day, Mungeh emerged transformed. Her bokosi kaba flowed like blooming flowers. Her hair glittered with beads. Her skin glowed with pride. Cheers filled the air. Princess Mungeh of Ekaku. Children who once mocked her danced at her feet. Her family bowed in respect. She walked proudly with Nkwele, the man chosen for her by destiny and starlight. Time passed, and happiness blossomed. Mungeh gave birth to 3 beautiful children, 2 boys and a girl. She lived in a palace in Bangem, surrounded by love and honor. One peaceful evening, she returned to Nyomwata and whispered,
Thank you.
The river glimmered faintly, as if the star prince smiled. Her story spread beyond Ekaku, to Tombol, Mwambong, Njibisi, Elum, even Lake Mwananguba. And so everyone learned, no one's time is late. Destiny never forgets. And sometimes the stars themselves step down to help a patient heart.